There are some game purchases I regret. And I think everybody has this in their collection. They pick up a game thinking they're going to love it. They get home, they try it out for a few minutes, and they decide this is the worst thing I have ever played. Now, that being said, I own bad games that I won't let go of, and they're not going to be on the list. And, for example, if I didn't pay for a game, I can't really complain about it that much, right? But that being said, I did spend some of my own hard-earned money on games that I wish I didn't, at least at the time. And for a variety of reasons, all these games are on this list, and let's get into it. These are just 5 games I regret having in my collection right now. And the first one up is actually a limited run game. Now, limited run has had their fair share of issues over the last several months, and I don't really purchase their games anymore. I don't really support the way their company has gone. It just feels like a cash grab at this point, along with many other issues. But it's actually the first limited run game I bought, and that is One Way Heroics. Now, this game has some really interesting 3D sprite textures. It's Spike Chunsoft. By all accounts, it should be a great game. I've just never had the time to actually delve into it, and after I got it, I was like, you know what? I don't know if this is actually a game I would play, and then me being the person I am, I already took it off the shrink wrap. I've seen it go online multiple times, and it's really not an expensive game, and I wish I would have just waited on this one, but this was the game that jumped me into limited run way back when. If I could go back and do it over again, I'd probably pick a different game. Next one on this list is a recent addition, and that is Pokemon Y. Now, if you've seen any of my shorts, you'll know that this game I tried to do some open cart surgery on, and I just couldn't revive it. I cracked it open, I tried heating up the pins, making sure all the connections were good, and just nothing. I tried it in 2 different 3DS systems, and I got nowhere on it, so I was really disappointed. That's on me. I should have done my due diligence at the convention and double check this one, but most carts are pretty resilient, and I didn't even think about there's several 3DS carts out there that have these issues where one day they just decide, I'm done. And it turns out I got a copy of Pokemon Y that decided it was done. Although if I ever do find a good loose cart, at least I have the cover art and the little slip on the inside. The case is just, but I have a bunch of spare cases, but that's besides the point. Next up on the regret list is Returnal. Not because I don't want to play this game, but because I got it. My intention was that I was just starting my channel. I just picked up a PS5, and I was like, I'm going to stream this game. It's going to be great. And then I had issues with my rig. I couldn't get it to record or stream properly for a while, and Returnal hit the back burner, and I just haven't gotten back to it. And now it's a lot cheaper than what I bought it at. So I just regret purchasing it at the time that I did. I wish I would have just waited and picked it up now. Next one on this list is another recent acquisition. I picked this one up at Midwest Gaming Classic thinking that the new one's coming out soon. I'm gonna play this one to get ready for it, and then I ended up disliking the game. So I guess, at least I didn't go buy the newest one and decide that, but that is Advanced Wars Days of Ruin. Now, normally I am a tactics, turn-based fan. I like Fire Emblem. I like Battle for Westnoth. If you know that game on PC, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That game's great. But for some reason, Advanced Wars just doesn't do anything for me. I wasn't a fan. I tried to get through some battles, and I was just like, the game just dragged for me. So after playing this one for a little bit, I decided I'm gonna skip the newest one on the Switch because this one didn't do anything for me. I don't think the newest one will either. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment or a like down below, maybe a dislike if you want to. Let me know what you think. What are your regrets? And the last one on my regret list, drum roll please, is Breath of the Wild. This is a really hot take here. I don't know which video is going up right now, but I recently finished it. I bought this on release day. I stood in line bought my Switch, bought this game, Super Bomberman R, a case, screen protector, the whole 9 yards. Everyone's like, why isn't he putting Super Bomberman R right here? Because I was smart enough to get rid of that one right away and trade it in for credit when I realized that one wasn't my cup of tea, but this one I held on to, and I finally decided to beat it. Almost, what is it, 6 years after it came out? I get through the end and I'm like, that's it? I got through those end credits thinking, you know, there's going to be something else by the end of it, and I beat Ganon way easier than I thought I would after having so many issues with Lionels and Guardians and everything else in this game, and it just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I'm the weird one. I really liked Zelda Minish Cap. That game is fantastic. I love that game. Wind Waker, another amazing game. I had ranked both of those well above Breath of the Wild, and I don't understand. Well, I guess I kind of understand, but I don't understand why so many people rate this the absolute best one, because I just disagree. I think there are better Zelda games. This is not the Zelda game for me, I guess, though, and I guess I'm glad I finally finished it, but I regret paying full price and wish I would have just waited, which is probably what I'm going to do with Tears of the Kingdom. Although there's all these videos out there suckering me into thinking like, wow, that looks kind of cool. Wow, that looks kind of cool. But do I really want to drop $70 on this game when I didn't love the first one? Anyway, those are just 5 games in my collection I have regrets on. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a game you regret picking up. Maybe I'll go through more of my collection at some point and let you know stories behind them, but these are my regrets right now. I don't know how to finish this video. There's probably another video popping up here somewhere from my channel. Here somewhere. If you want to watch it, that'd be great. If not, that's okay too. We'll catch you next time.